A strong low-pressure front that has engulfed Croatia has brought not only significantly colder temperatures but also torrential rains. Over the past 48 hours, some 115 liters of rain per square meter have fallen in northwestern Croatia, which has seen some flooding. Meanwhile, the coastal town of Omiš and the island of Brač were hit by a hailstorm. Opposition leader Tomislav Karamarko of the HDZ has sent a letter to Prime Minister Zoran Milanović calling for the two of them to meet. According to unconfirmed reports, the letter was sent to Milanović as the head of the SDP at his party headquarters, and not to the Prime Minister's office. In the letter, Karamarko states that as leaders of the two largest political parties in the country, it is their responsibility to sit down and open up a channel of communication so as to reduce the polarization of Croatian society. Zagreb Mayor Milan Bandić announced on Croatian television last night that the city of Zagreb wants to be a strategic partner to the Vizija Croatica group so as to save the Immunology Institute. Workers say the Milanović government has been pushing the vaccine producer into bankruptcy so as to be able to privatize the institute. Vizija Croatica, a citizens' initiative, was the only bidder for the company at a recent tender. However, it still lacks funds for investment. The State Office for the Managing of State-Owned Assets has issued an IPO for the Kupari Tourism Complex. Once a military resort in the Dubrovnik area for high-ranking JNA officers and their families, it was destroyed during the war of the 1990s. Government is offering a 99-year concession. The project, valued at some €100 million, foresees the construction of new hotels with a total of 1,500 beds. The deadline to submit bids is August 25th, while a decision on which tender will be selected is expected in mid to late September. Turning to sports, Slaven Koprivnica opened the 35th round of play in the domestic football league with a 2-0 win over Zadar last night. The game was the last for striker Davor Vugrinec, who retired as the all-time league leader in goals with 146. In his 23-year career, he also played in the Turkish and Italian leagues, as well as for the Croatian national team. Later today, Hajduk plays Zagreb and Rijeka hosts Osijek. Moving to basketball in the final game of the Champions Division of the domestic league, which saw Cedevita beat crosstown rivals Zagreb 95-77 last night. Cedevita and Zagreb will now square off in the first round of the playoffs, while the other semifinal will be played between Cibona and Zadar. Predominantly overcast with intermittent rain in the northwest of the country, partly cloudy with isolated showers and sunny patches elsewhere. There will be a moderate northeasterly on the northern Adriatic with a southeasterly and southwesterly in Dalmatia. Highs will be between 11 to 16 degrees Celsius throughout most of the interior, 16 to 21 degrees in the east and on the coast. The 3-day forecast for the interior calls for less rain and warmer temperatures. The coast will see some more sun, however, there is still a chance of some isolated showers. Winds from the northeast and northwest will shift to a southeasterly on Tuesday.